샛별 샛별
We're doing more Genshin. Oh, that's the last welcome I have. Hooray! We're doing more story stuff for Genshin. Let me check stuff. Mail. They were giving out like Primo Gems or something the other day. I know that event's ending. I've already cleared out the shop. There's apparently a new event starting or is out. Wah! Dredge crossover? I did not hear about the Dredge crossover. What's up? What's Dredge crossing over with? Also, thank you for the subscription! Or, yeah, thank you! Little Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta. What the fuck is that? Recommended quest. The Archon quest! Dave the Diver. I did not hear about that. That's kind of cool. Hell yeah, I'm excited for that DLC that's supposed to come out soon. When she starts monologuing, I love the idea. I love the idea that when she's monologuing and doing her like weird little princessin thing, that the reason she gets shy all of a sudden is she notices someone standing there staring at her, like, ugh, weird. Anyway, when we left off, we had just learned that there are two halves to the Archon. There's the human side that was cursed. That was cursed to live until bucklers could pull off the biggest heist ever and fool the fool gods that she was actually the prophecy would be that the prophecy will come true. I'm gonna turn the game up just a little bit because it looks real low on my.
I created another universe and founded paradise for I, Fischl, and the prince.
Oops, I interrupted her. Yeah, to me, it feels like she stops because she's like going on a little monologue. And then she kind of glances over and then gets all shy. And I'm just, oh no, the snackies didn't trigger. Oh. That's what I forgot to open. Give me a minute. Oopies. I forgot to open something. You'd think after streaming for 2 years I'd remember everything, but sometimes I'm in a rush. Sometimes I'm like, I just watched an episode of Hell's Kitchen and was sitting there like, The guy I wanted to go home didn't go home.
May the glory of the Prinzessin bring light to this world.
Uh-oh. Well, there's the kummis. Don't mind me just having to readjust the screen again.
I created another universe
There
and
we
founded
go.
paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrten.
Now there's a big bar. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Okay! Now you can throw stuff at me. Let me refund that snackies or trigger it again. Snackies! There we go. That was weird. But yeah, where we left off, we just found out that there were two halves to the same Archon. Also, welcome in, everybody. And Furina has been alive for 500 years, but she has the brain of a human. Therefore, she has been stuck for 500 years with human thoughts. And, you know, apparently that's really rough on a human. I would say it's really rough on a human.
I hear the voice of fate.
We haven't learned about Chalde's fate yet. He beat the shit out of a big-ass whale, fell into a hole. We have not seen the outcome of Chalde beating the shit out of that whale and judging us harshly. We have not seen the outcome of that yet. I'm hoping that we will get to do today. Oh! Oh, we right into it. Okay. Hello? So we do have to rewatch some stuff, it looks like.
You...
Because we have to rewatch this bit. Which isn't bad.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just
So here's like a
too
little bit of a
amusing.
recap. Here's a little bit of a
I couldn't
recap.
help myself.
You are not Furina. Who are you?
Big Mom. I don't know.
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor. Why did you deceive us?
Because it felt like it. I felt like it. You know, when, like, gods tell you not to make people, and you're like, but you know what I want to do? Make people. So you decide to disobey God. The God
that
Council.
wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no.
She looks like a Danganronpa
I had to
character.
fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving.
Her stance
The
is so what?
heavenly
It's
principles.
because it's Virgin
Deceiving
Nervalette,
the
Virgin Nervalette's stance
principles.
versus Chad Focler's
It's all
split
because of
stance.
that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded.
Her hair is like
One was
Farina's
not
healing form.
amused. In fact,
I still haven't been
one
able to
was
play with
positively
Furina properly,
bemused.
so I
And
was
that
like, why are there
problem
so many
was
different
forced
fucking
upon me
Furina
by my
outfits? I
dear
was like, how come she has
predecessor.
long hair and sometimes she has
That's
short
the
hair?
former
I don't get it.
Hydra-Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe. Now does it?
Oh,
She
that's
knew
right.
full well
Focalors
that the
isn't the
prophecy would
Archon that
surely
made
come to pass.
humans out of water
And as one of the
Oceanids.
seven,
She was an
also
Oceanid
knew
that was
full
turned
well
into
one
a
defies
person
the
and then
heavenly
became the
principles
Archon.
at one's
And there was like,
peril.
God fucking damn
So
it.
yes, as you have no doubt surmised, It was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized
Short hair
was
Furina
only
sucks your health
one
like a succubus
possible
draining you
solution
from
to this
Keem.
confounding
Holy
conundrum.
Keem.
I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of
But you
saving
gotta
the
regret
nation,
putting it. I
the
just gotta put her on a
quotidian
random
duties of the
team and be like,
Hydro
what
Archon,
good?
and not to mention the
Actually, I'll just look up
original
team
sin of
comps.
creating a new
This is how I
race
play
of
the game. I look up
humans.
other people's work and I
dare
go,
say
is that the
she
team
left
comp
me
that's
quite a
recommended?
colossal
Alright.
mess to clean up.
Bet.
But one can only play the hand one
I'm only
is
talking
dealt.
over this cutscene because
I
we've
did
seen
not
it.
choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In
Oh, got a
my
huge buff
eyes,
for the Furina
to
teams?
be
Nice,
human
nice.
is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being.
That's nice, that's
The
nice.
me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Furina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as
She's just
she
standing in the
wished.
corner, the shame
Her
corner.
strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Furina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be.
Except I'm
Anyway,
here, being
so then
a
I
god.
cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles.
We
Do
vibing.
you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Furina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness.
She could not go
Instead,
to the IKEA
She was
and
forced
buy
to
furniture.
take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role
As
of
if that is
leading
happiness.
lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
No,
But
actually I don't.
Furina is only human, isn't she?
No.
Even though
Yes,
she has had a
I don't
long
know.
life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form,
Go with bad
I
pacing.
most definitely owe her an apology for it.
Is
It's
it?
been 500
Is this just the ending of Steins
years,
Gate?
and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Did that fade out happen last time we did this? I don't remember that happening. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I know that we did this bit where we had to like deceive the world, deceive yourself. Oh shit, you know what? Kinda. Except we're deceiving gods. Sorry they don't beat the shit out of us later. Except they're gonna beat the shit out of us anyway. They get closer every update, like, what are you doing down there? Huh, I don't like that thing. At least. Oh,
No rest for the wicked.
My bad. Hello! Back at it again at this Krispy Kremes. Nah, I don't watch the Game Awards. I know Neil Newborn won like Voice Actor of the Year or something.
Who permitted
And that's
you
it.
to come onto this stage?
Just because I was like, yay, Astarion won, yay! That's it.
Admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules. All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance. Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it?
I know a lot of people are watching the Game
I am
Awards. I saw a bunch of
Bosalor.
streams for
The
it.
eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
That's nice, dear. I'm gonna beat the shit out of all these lights. I don't give a lot of credence to Game Awards. I don't pay attention to a lot of them.
I summon thee!
I am on the wrong keyboard. Oh, I forgot I had to turn it off.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. By royal decree.
I haven't missed a Game Award for 20. But I'm sure there's some free games. Are there free games with the Game Awards?
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
They're dead. I killed them. Sometimes, but usually codes you have to quickly put in, I see. Yeah, I've never watched a Game Awards, so I haven't started now. If there's like a game I'm really pumped for, maybe, but like, I just play the video games, and I'm very bad at it. And 100% scrolling through the screen. 100% scrolling through the screen? What does that mean? Oh, auto mod. Smart detection. Wow! They want to offer me a promotion? With stuff? Yeah, thanks. No thanks. Oh, it's spamming it. Fantastic. Give me a minute. I have to go over here and deny. Yeah, I got a spam bot. Jesus. They posted that like a couple of times. 100s of codes scrolling up on the screen. I see, I see. Alright, they've been banned and all the message is blocked. Hooray! Okay, this is where we left off, I think. I think this is where we ended it. Well, thank you for following, Extra Spicy.
Furina. Furina.
Welcome to the stream.
Huh?
Also,
Who's
DLC
that?
plus old school girls
Who's
music is
calling
awesome.
me?
Huh? Is that
Who
related to
are
the
you?
Is that
Be
related
not
to the
nervous.
Game
Be
Awards?
not afraid. I am before you.
Yes,
Wait
yes,
a
welcome
minute.
in. Yep, we're
You're
just now getting to the Furina
near me?
juicy story bits.
How can this be?
Oh wait, we did. Trailer for the Suicide Squad game?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not
There are
bad.
features that will surely not give
Let's
you
go with
viruses at
that.
all. Just click the link if you need help.
What do you wish to say?
I saw an advertisement for
The
a...
prophecy.
I've seen this bit, so
Have
I'm
you
gonna
heard
talk
of
over
it?
it just a little bit.
What prophecy?
Let me know if you don't want me to talk over it, though.
Wait. I know. I think.
I saw
I don't know
an
why,
advertisement
but
for a
it's
Suicide Squad
in my
isekai
head
anime, where like the members of
The
Suicide
people
Squad
will
literally
all
get
be
isekai'd
dissolved
into like a
into
fictional
waters,
anime world.
and only the Hydro
Well, like an anime
Archon
world.
will remain,
And
weeping on her
it's just
throne.
literally Suicide
Only
Squad
then
doing
will
Suicide
the
Squad
sins
things
of the
in a
people of
culture that is like,
Fontaine
what the
be
fuck are
washed away.
clowns?
Oh, very good.
They tried to make Joker
You know it
sexy again
well.
and it was weird. It looks weird.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
I don't know, probably, yeah.
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you.
I gave you
Disaster
that fun
will
hat.
come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop
Was
just
the Mortal
as the
Kombat
prophecy
2021 movie
declared.
isekai? I don't know what happens
There
in it.
is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Probably.
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today.
Nice.
I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness.
I just
you
have to
frightened me.
suffer?
You spoke so
All right.
much and with
Sign
so
me
much
up.
certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was
Normal
why do
guy
I
got
have to
invited
be
to a
the
Mortal
one to
Kombat
suffer?
tournament.
But
I don't know if that
if
counts.
the prophecy will come
Isekai
true,
implies that you've been
I'll
transported
also
to
die
another
anyway,
universe
right?
or world.
So if
So
I've
unless he
already
gets
met
teleported
you
there,
as
I'm not
a
sure that
magical
counts.
meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
Probably.
You truly are the perfect human.
There's other realms that he did
My
with. Okay,
ideal.
then maybe it is an isekai.
I suppose this would
I've never
also
seen it,
be
so, and
the
I've never played
justice
Mortal
that
Kombat either,
belongs
so I have
to
no
you.
idea the lore.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending
I'm
masquerade.
not sure what counts for
You
isekai.
must never let anyone
There's so many.
suspect your identity. If you can keep it up,
What if they
then
revealed
I
this
shall have
this
my
whole?
way
What
of
if they revealed Genshin
defying
Impact
this
was an
prophecy.
isekai?
But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be.
So pompous
Being
and
a human yourself,
Ojo-sama
I'm
laughs.
sure
You got
already
this.
know what such an entity would be like.
You've got
Remember,
this, I swear.
your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise
I don't know
you,
what that statement is supposed to
all
mean.
will eventually end in a magnificent
I don't get
and
it.
dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting.
Was counting a what?
I'll
Okay.
be looking forward to it.
Parte 2, Ascension. Ascension speech for Wima. Mewobiba. For Wina Mewobiba. Not meant to be taken serious. Okay. Good God, we gotta walk. We gotta walk so slow, can't sprint. She got that hip sway though. Also, Grammarly plugin's messing for you. I don't even have the Grammarly plugin anymore. I just pray to God.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is
Accession?
my first time facing the people.
I don't know what an accession.
What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Furina de Fontaine, your new Archon. In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As
If
the
you
god
don't have it, you'll think I
Usador,
have it. Oh,
the
that's not
god of
good.
Justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
She said justice twice in the same sentence structure, and I don't like that. I don't know how I'd fix it, but I don't like it when the words are same. Of fairness and law-abiding. I don't know.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinal.
Cardinal.
The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts
The
just
double
fine.
use of justice.
Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
She's
What's
about
the
to start
difference
doing the
between her and
Ojo-sama
ordinary
laugh.
person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Maison.
What's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people
To be
from
fair,
the prophecy.
third of the names sound like food.
Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Furina. Think. What do the people want?
They want you
How
to
would
be
they
an
imagine
Ojo-sama.
God to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. one who can dispel all doubt. That is the character
I just want to go home and sleep, she says.
Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering, if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house.
This happened 500 years ago?
Consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Personality.
God, these people are easily, like, convinced of shit.
It's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity.
Did the mic just get super quiet for some of these people?
Yet be right after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
I don't fucking know. This one?
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Okay.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, parade.
Let's move to next year. Well, next year's like in a couple weeks, so it's not that bad.
May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine. There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul.
Okay.
So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
I guess this happened like 500 years ago. Good for them. Good for her. All these people in the audience are dead. Oh, God. All those people are dead. Oh, my lord. Oh, now we can run. I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed. I want to sleep here. I want to go to bed. I don't want to go. I don't want to work. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Slay.
Lady Furina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Which one are you looking forward to?
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
I've been stuck in this job for 500 years! She wants to quit but can't.
Lady Furina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm.
She's like, tell me what you want so you can leave.
Deuteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
Bad.
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
Oh, you're such a gentle and wise God.
She's like, God, I'm just fucking flying through my teeth to these people. Can't go to bed yet, god damn it! Who fucking made this mess?
Lady Furina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
They were like, we should build a big boat so we can float on top of it.
No wonder.
We should take Fontaine and push it somewhere else.
Their spirit is praiseworthy.
She's like, can I go to bed now? I want to go to bed. Me, girl. Me every time. Workday's over, I want to go to bed.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. Alright, Furina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
600 years later. The SpongeBob narrator
Lady
comes
Furina,
in.
here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Furina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Lady Furina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end.
Never.
I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
When does she get to have her cake? How come sometimes her hair is long and sometimes it's short? I don't understand why sometimes she has long hair and sometimes she has short hair. Oh my. That's a lot of numbers.
Lady Furina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Deotaria, almost 20 generations ago.
God damn!
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Furina. My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
She's like, I am so fucking tired of this.
Are you crying?
Really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it.
She's like, I want to die! She's like, I would like to go to bed now.
So interminable. So lonely.
Just ask Nouvelette for a hug. Damn, girl.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much.
She's like, damn, I feel bamboozled.
Reached my limit. No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this.
She needs therapy.
Would that not destroy all I've done so far? I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries, but there's not.
Nouvelette's just in the office on the other side of the building, vibing, like, damn. I can't imagine something happening right now that would ruin my mood.
Maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
She's like, I'm so fucking tired. Goddamn, these letters, hard to read.
Furina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator.
Okay.
If that's the case... She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Furina. You shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really alright? Furina, you've worked so hard for so long.
You can have that extra slice of cake in my pocket.
First for once.
I just pull out that
Is it
cake that
such an
fucking
outrageous thing to
Melocene
do
gave
today?
us.
To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it long and hard.
I want to take a nap.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Furina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Fine.
That's rough, buddy.
So even Furina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive
I was never
yourself.
gonna let her die.
She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
Okay.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness, and Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth.
Okay.
In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
Excuse me?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
Okay.
I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Furina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice.
Okay.
But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Furina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
Okay.
But...
You gonna explain that a little bit more?
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
Probably, yes.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
She's like, oh, we've never spoken until now, so I don't know why you're sad, bro. Bye!
Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontanians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's
I guess he's
justice.
the Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontanians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have begun to feel as they feel.
Hello, splashes!
One for Solor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
She's like, teehee, master manipulator. Hello, splashes! Welcome in, Raiders! We're playing some more Genshin Impact story, and we just found out Neuvillette's god. Or not god, he's a dragon. And that God is trying to return his power to him because it was apparently stolen by heaven. You know, simple stuff. Simple stuff. How was your stream, those splashes? What were you playing? Maybe I shouldn't have hit that. Oh, it's a fancy cutscene. Uh-oh.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
A VTuber that's a voice actor? Possibly. I don't know. I may be a VTuber, but I don't really know a lot of other VTubers that aren't immediately friends. Also, I saw Milky playing Cuisinier the other day.
Ex Nouvelette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
I forgive the French for being problems, I guess. He's gonna hydrate everybody with, you know, sin-forgiving juice. What is this? Okay, I have a thought. This cutscene reminds me of that one Final Fantasy movie, like the children one, the Final Fantasy ones with Cloud, and there's like the disease that the ending is where it starts raining and the cure for the disease is in the rain, but straight up if you weren't outside when it was raining, you didn't get cured. You had to go find a body of water and get spritzed with it. There's like a whole bit where like this kid who's like dying of disease and Cloud's like, come here, and he like spritzes him with like the water and then his disease is gone. What if you weren't outside? What if you weren't outside at the time that Nouvelette's forgiveness was hitting you, the world? What if you were inside making dinner? Is your sin still a problem? Is it like Final Fantasy rules? Or is this different? I thank you for the hydrate. Good point. Oh yeah, the stream notifications, they're new. I don't mind them. It's an extra way for you to earn points on the stream, which is nice. Are you having fun playing Cuisinier though? I got an advertisement for it on Steam when I opened it up today.
What just happened?
It's very fun. Hell yeah.
Sentence been carried out?
Hell yeah. I want a cooking game to play, and Cuisinier is like it's a roguelike with like a little bit of the diner dash vibe to it. But I want like a cooking sim. I want to make food and sell it in a shop.
I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
Oh jeez.
Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat for Halloween.
Yeah, lots of foraging with some cooking. Not best you want to focus on cooking. Yeah, there's a new game that I wanna support, but they haven't started a Kickstarter for it yet. You can be partnered with them, but I want them to make a Kickstarter. It's this new cooking bakery simulator where you play as a witch and you infuse your baked goods with magic to help cure people's illnesses or problems of the heart. Like, you have to like befriend people and get to know your clientele, so that way you can figure out what the root of the problem is and you can bake the perfect loaf of bread. So that way they don't feel hurties anymore. You will give them a little bandit. Let me look. Oh, my phone is dying. Oh shit, let me look it up. I follow them on my Twitter. Guess I think, yeah, I can't open it. Which bakery game? Well, that's not what I want. No. Nope. Okay, well. That's not helpful. Okay, okay, let me try and get into my Twitter. Let me get into my Twitter and look and see what it is. Gotta scroll down between all the likes that I made earlier today. I followed them, and right now they are just like doing a partnership, but I don't know what partnership really entails. All I know is okay, here we go. Let's talk about our game, The Witch's Bakery. You follow the days of Loon, a witch baker. Each day is split into 3 phases: daytime working at the bakery, evening exploring Paris, and nighttime relaxing at home. The Twitter page is called Sunny Lab Games. And I guess it really is just called The Witch's Bakery. There's some developmental, like, footage on their page, but I'm waiting for them to maybe go live with a Kickstarter. They've got a website, but the website just talks about partnerships, and I don't understand what a partnership is. I do not want a partnership. I want a Kickstarter so I can throw money at them. I want to throw money at them. Get that game funded so I can play it. So I can bake delicious loaves of bread that cure people's broken hearts. The end. It's a very cute looking game so far, and I like the character designs that they've released. So, like, from what I understand is that you have your regular clientele that come in. Might just be a Kickstarter with a different name. Possibly. Possibly. I'll look into it more. But from what I understand, you have your, like, everyday clientele that come in, and your magic bread just cures the everyday troubles of the woes and stress. Your delicious baked goods will cure the everyday stress of life. And then there's clientele that have bigger problems, where you need to befriend them and learn a little bit more about that. And learn a little bit more about the client before you give them a delicious, super delicious loaf of bread that will cure whatever's going on inside their heart to make them not have a good life. I don't know. It's a very cute concept for a game, and I like that you actually, the mini games that they've showed, some of the concept art for the mini games is like Cookie Mama-esque, where like you have to knead the bread, or you have to pulverize the strawberries if you're making a fruit pastry. I'm excited. I want it. I want it. I want to play it. They say they want to do like a PC, Switch, and like console release, and I'm like, please! I need it. It does sound fun. I want a cooking game with that kind of vibe. I like potion craft up until I got really irritated because the potion creation roadmap, very bad. I did not like how it was literally just guess. Fuck you, guess what you need to get that potion, and if you can't get that potion for that client, you're fucked. That was not very fun gameplay. Maybe they've updated it, but I just have not felt like playing the game because I got really frustrated when someone was like, I need a potion of protection. Well, fuck you. I don't know where that is. And I was also too poor to buy ingredients to explore. Ugh. And my mushroom garden wasn't growing the mushrooms I needed. Anyway.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Okay.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
Not if I beat it with a stick.
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature.
Ooh.
We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
Do you mean executor? Like executioner?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring Narwhal.
Narwhal's such a silly, like, thing to call it. I would have just called it the all-devouring creep or something. The all-devouring creeper. Narwhal sounds just so cute.
Come with me, traveler.
Maybe because they made a narwhal plushie that's so adorable. I can't think of it. Is this serious? Mouse family? What? Huh? Mouse family? What am I? Huh? I don't have a mouse family. I'm confused. The creep from the... I fuck the Baraki. I am the real creep from the deep. Oh. Oh! You said play with Critter during... I do! I have a lot of mouse... I have a lot of families, actually. I have a mouse family. I have a husky family. That's a very pretty whale. I can't list all my families off because I have to start playing the game. Oh shit!
I've already done my best to
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about this problem?
reach the power source.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
Find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you.
Okay, what do you want me to do about it? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be doing, sir? I haven't done any damage. What am I supposed to be doing?
Look at you, Boomtail.
What do you want me to do about this thing?
Sorrow turning into hostility.
Yeah, okay. What am I doing about it? I'm just standing here. Man, I love vague character dialogue. I have genuinely no idea what they want me to destroy the Eye of the Maelstrom. Oh, okay. Well, now it tells me. Now, yeah, now I know what I'm doing.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility.
Okay. I get the feeling I'm not doing very well. Excuse me? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Excuse me? What is happening?
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear.
What?
Seize
Huh?
the moment and use my
Nani?
power to suppress its
Nani?
root from
What am
within.
I doing? This is too much, I think, for me. I feel really bad. I have no idea what's going on. They're like, do this boss fight. But we're not gonna really tell you how to function with it? Question mark? I still don't understand. The flashes are too quick for me. Use the power of... Where do I get that from? Where do I get it from? I don't know where I'm supposed to be getting it from. No, it's telling me I need a specific thing to do bigger damage amounts, but I don't know where they want me to get it from. The fucking icon pops up and I don't understand. I don't understand. This is gonna be a weekly boss now. What is this fucking thing called? I'm looking up how to do it. This is too frustrating. Genshin Impact Narwhal boss. How to eat. Your opponent is very strong and his goal is to clear its HP. Okay, where do I fucking get the stupid Phononia at? It's like, oh, use the Phononia. Where? You have to fucking tell me where it comes from. I don't know what you're asking me to look for. Break the shield bar. I get that. Once the bar is cleared, it will return to the arena with the all-devouring narwhal and it will collapse. You have a solid team comp with a large amount of DPS, that's fine. Are you actually fucking shitting me? You have to have a Fontainians? You have to have a Fontaine-specific character in your party! I don't have that! Yeah, Furina has both, but I don't have my Furina built. I do not have Furina built. It recommends using fucking Lenny. I don't have that! This is gonna be really rough. This is gonna be really, really bad. This is gonna be god-awful. Fantastic. I don't have any of those things!
Nice and spicy. Diana special.
No time to lose. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Well, that hurt. Diana, I'd really like it if you'd use your E when I fucking tell you to.
No rest.
Oh my god.
No time.
So because we can't really officially break the shield bar from what I'm understanding, we have to fight this thing like to the end. Oh jeez. Or not. Okay, cool. Never mind. I'm assuming that the real boss fight with the farming mechanic, we have to fight it to the end of the fucking battle. Fan-fucking-tastic. At least I know to bring a Fontaine-specific character now. Worm. From what I understand. Oh, and there goes my boy, Tartaglia. There he goes! She just fucking yeeted him.
My job, but oh well.
That's the voice. That's his. She just yeeted Chaldea through a hole. That's Chaldea's master, Skirk.
It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime.
I'm not sure I like the voice that they gave her.
Oh, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
I don't know if I like that. I saw so much art of Skirk abusing the shit out of Chaldea, I knew who she was from her design. Like, as soon as I saw all the art of Chaldea being abused by this woman, I was like, oh, that must be his teacher. That must be the woman that traumatized him.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Hello, my name is, Papa.
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be trying.
Shut up, Paimon.
Skirk, right?
I hate you, Paimon.
It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
Shut up.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world.
I read some of it. Woman, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but what the fuck is this outfit? My lady! Are you not cold?
So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks.
That's weird. That dialogue has been changed. What she said does not match with the text. She said even I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. But in the dialogue it says my disciple. Okay.
All in all, it fails as a
So they changed the dialogue, I guess, and forgot to update it, or did I mishear?
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
Paimon, no one asked.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
I hate you, Paimon.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
What do you want? What? Excuse me? Sure, who now?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master is insufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
Yes.
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfalnir then? Or Gold Rhindaughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhindaughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard
Skirk,
all
I'll
of
trade
those
you
names
for
and titles from my
Paimon for
master.
childhood. I'm sure it's a
I
fair
don't
trade.
actually
Yeah,
know
you can
him.
have Paimon. I'll take Tartaglia, and we'll just go our separate ways.
But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhindaughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
How are you not cold, ma'am? Your back is exposed.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you.
Okay.
Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest.
Okay.
As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Nervalet. What?
What?
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
Okay.
In
But
the
yeah.
end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Furina will remain, weeping on her throne.
But also, yes, I agree. That music for that boss fight, not very good.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
It would really suck if you didn't know how to swim.
Help! Over here!
It really suck if you didn't know how to swim. Also, would this not cause problems for the rest of the countries? Fontaine's water level has risen enough to, like, fucking cover up the entire continent. Aren't there several continents still connected to this damn place? Oh, the big boat they were building. Here's my big boat that I built. I used all of my budget!
All hands initiate emergency rescue.
I used all of my budget for the prison on this. We're eating granola for the rest of the year, guys. It's okay.
Hurry!
What the fuck is the claw?
Hey, lend a hand.
Do they just really know how to hold their breath really well? Or, like, can you breathe underwater if you're, like, magical? I'm still not certain about that. That was fast. We built that big-ass boat for no reason. All of the prison budget went to that boat, and it only lasted for, like, a couple hours.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong.
I'm sorry that zoom out was very intense. It was kind of funny.
Are you alright? We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
It was wrong. Good for Furina, though. You know, loading screen. Chaldea was trying to get in his 2 cents. He was like, you know, I got through a portal. We're probably not gonna see Chaldea until fucking Snezhnaya. And god fucking damn it, am I pissed about that. He's probably not gonna show up until Snezhnaya now, and I'm gonna have to wait for more plot. Wow, we did it! Okay, let me read. Is this Earth tide moon actually means the rest of the oceans are getting low tide with the water converging in this dude soon to the top hat. And it's not bulging. Yeah, because they're made by folklore. Ah, that's a good point. If Furina was what they meant.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.
Thank you, Tartaglia, for telling us. With that much of the it was to drop like 150 feet, parts of Tibet would be devastated. So be okay. That's one way to look at it. Liyue Harbor just is in devastated straits now. Like, what the fuck? Where's all of the water? Inazuma, you can actually like walk to Inazuma now. The tides will never recover. Where do I pick up my...
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
Can't finish the Archon quest because Charlotte's busy. I still find that kind of irritating. If I had to pick which is more fucking important and shouldn't interfere with the Archon quest, I feel like all side quests should be paused while I'm doing the Archon quest. That's just my fucking opinion, and Genshin still has yet to do that. What the fuck? Is this the event with the mushrooms that people were mad about?
Isn't that Charlotte?
No text log. Charlotte, I'm gonna...
Who's your friend, and what are they chatting about?
Paimon, I actually don't care. I'm gonna fist fight Charlotte in the street for interfering with my quest completion.
Top, Charlotte! Journalist extraordinaire! Please tell me you're joking. I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. It's true, isn't it? It has to be.
What?
I've invested all my savings into graph adversarial technology and even taken out a sizable bank loan.
Ma'am, that sounds like a fucking you problem. I don't know how Charlotte's gonna fix that.
I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of begdom.
Alright, well I think a debt collector's gonna come see you. I think a debt collector's gonna come see you if you've got if you can't pay back your loan.
I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big ticket orders. But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author, written in the style of a true story.
It sounds like they're just discussing a story, but
what? Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story.
You know, Charlotte, I like your shirt. I like this thing. I like the... There's a subtle curve there. I like that. I like that thing, Charlotte. I like you.
But to our surprise,
I don't like that you're interfering with my quest.
Printing it. They figured that the false intel would be a great way to dupe potential criminals into wearing ridiculous costumes when breaking the law.
So you just pissed and shit all over the sidewalk for no reason, madame.
They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't gonna get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more.
So you mean I had the temper tantrum in public for no reason? Yes.
Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has
also,
made
Charlotte's
arrests, including,
wait a minute.
one phantom blubber beast,
Wait
a
a
titanic
minute.
red-crowned finch, and a specter man.
Pink hair. Teal blue eyes. Kind of flat-chested. Suspicious.
So I knew this story had helped out law
Suspicious!
enforcement, but this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it. And investing so much more for nothing.
Take off your hat! What's under your hat? Why is this woman crying? Charlotte, it was a false story! Ah! This poor woman!
uh-oh. She really sounds
What's going on?
Paimon thinks we should
Never trust a pink-haired girl.
Hey, Charlotte.
Charlotte just whips around. You need to leave.
Traveler, Paimon, it's you!
Ignore that crying bitch behind me. I don't know what her problem is.
I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about her research.
She's having a full-on breakdown back there. Do you guys not have therapists to talk to? She's having a full-on breakdown back there.
She read an article in the Steenbird about a criminal who evaded Gardamex detection by disguising themselves as a blubber beast.
And now she's pissing and shitting all over the sidewalk.
Inspired by this story, she spent a lot of Mora researching counter-criminal image recognition technology. Her aim was to improve Fontaine's public security by developing a device that could enhance Gardamex.
Oh my god, she wasted her fucking money because you posted fake news? Is that what this is? The newspaper posted fake news and she spent all her fucking money?
She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology. She even paid me for the article and gave me one of her prototype devices before I could get a word in.
What the fuck what do you mean she paid you already? Charlotte, if you pocketed the money, you shouldn't have! What I'm hearing, Charlotte, is that you scammed this woman!
But unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain. I tried to let her down gently, but she's finding it all very hard to accept.
She said she already paid her for the article and handed over a prototype. She already paid for the article. In my opinion, Charlotte's pocketed the money.
This is a new situation for us, too.
Charlotte didn't refund her.
It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Maison Gardiennage only had fun.
They posted fake news.
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the opera at Biclez, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide.
No, that's the thing. She paid for all this research, and then, after paying for all that research, paid Charlotte with the article and had the prototype ready for Charlotte to look at. She just paid Charlotte is my assumption, because they were talking. I don't know. I feel like Charlotte should have pocketed the money. Because the article hasn't even been written, from what I understand, because it's not going to be written, because it was a fake story. I don't know. This poor woman.
That way, I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living.
Excuse me? She's like, I have to fight the cops and get arrested.
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent the Gardamek's armor. In all likelihood, they'd only hold you up at the Maison Gardiennage for a few
hops
days
onto
before
the
letting you
railing.
out, and then you'd still have to repay your debts.
She just climbs onto the railing. Oh, okay, if that's gonna happen, I'll just do it this way.
Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that, how much did you actually invest? How bad can it really be?
Oh, honey, I get the feeling it's gonna be a big amount.
270,000 Mora.
Oh, honey, that's pocket change in this economy. I got like 3 mil.
Okay, well, escaping to the Fortress of Meropide over a sum like that seems like a last resort. Surely there must be other options.
I think the Fortress of Meropide is her best bet.
Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some savings over the past few years, but I put every last Mora into this
I believe
project,
Charlotte's at fault.
and now I'm left with nothing.
I'm gonna stick by it. Charlotte's at fault. I don't trust pink-haired, green-eyed lollies.
It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist and my dreams of becoming a billionaire one day.
Okay, well now I feel less sympathy for you, madame. I wanted to be the next Elon Musk!
My life is over.
We can fix that.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think I know a way for you to turn this around.
Nah, it's Charlotte's. I blame the pink-haired, green-eyed lolly. But yeah, it really is Lapine's fault.
This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection.
Oh god.
It's really quite something. You said you designed it specifically for high-fidelity image capture and analysis, yes? The rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own right. It's sure to make many journalists' jobs much easier. In fact,
okay, she knows Charlotte before making the prototype. Okay.
Fontaine's news media.
I guess that's true.
So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. The technology you've developed may have many applications that you've never even considered.
Really?
But I'm not paying for it. No one's gonna pay you. We're just gonna take it.
Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Steambird for a long time now. No one understands the issues we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me.
I like that we're just standing here. Me and Paimon didn't really need to be involved in this conversation. We could have literally just stood here the entire time.
So keep calm.
We didn't add anything about
start
you.
Thinking about mass production. In the meantime, I'll show your invention to all my colleagues to drum up interest
Yeah,
in
the
your
side
product.
boob nice. I have Charlotte in my inventory. We can get a closer look in a hot second.
Can't believe it.
Charlotte gives us a cool lens where we can take photos IRL gaming. Not IRL. In real time gaming. So like when you normally want to use the camera, you have to pause everything. Charlotte can just do it when she's on the field. It's pretty nice.
If this is true, then I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. My big ticket orders and billionaire aspirations are still in the cards.
I almost wish you'd just tip over and fall.
Oh, maybe I should consider taking out another loan.
Stop!
That
Stop!
way, I can rapidly improve the lens production process, be the first to market, and prepare to battle for dominance in the camera industry.
Ma'am. She's like, I'll just take out a small loan of $1 million.
Come on, stop daydreaming about your pipelines for a minute. Just take it one step at a time and see how...
And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop to raise some funds. I can't believe I didn't think of
I'm
this
taking out a
sooner.
small loan.
There's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
We're gonna see her in Maripede like 2 weeks from now. Broke.
Can you believe her? She just ran off.
I know. $1 million more is small change.
Paimon's pretty sure our
Pocket
lives within
change at
one
this
year
point.
and out the other.
Yes, it was.
It's understandable. When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget about everyone around you. A lot of journalists are the same way when they're first starting out. But don't you worry. I'm gonna write an article on all this, and I'll be checking in on her regularly.
And then when she's in deep debt, I'll tell her to go to jail.
Her research has the potential to benefit.
Speaking of,
the
I need to figure out how to do the
entire
Fortress of
community.
Maripede side quest, so that way I can get all those little wacky dollars and buy stuff from the commissary, so that way I can make Worcestershire sauce barbecue spare ribs. Mr. Boatman. Mr. Big Boatman's like, you know what I love eating? Barbecue.
It's reassuring to know
Very
you'll be
French.
looking out
Very
for
French.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you two take this prototype lens? I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels.
Except you won't be able to use it properly without me. You know, Charlotte.
It takes
That's still the
right
funniest
person
fucking
to get
thing.
the most out of a new technology. In your hands, it's sure to capture some amazing sights.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise. We were just curious about what
Yep.
you got.
You're welcome. I got
Yep.
something at the boundaries between real news reports and news
Yep,
like fiction must not be blurred, even when there's a compelling justification for doing so.
But that's what you did. That's what...
Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we don't miss.
Okay. You understand what you need to do. That you understand that what you did was wrong. All right, cool. Can I do the main quest? This is the event that a lot of people are mad about right now. This fung test. The Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta. A lot of people are not happy with that event because the English dialogue is, it's got some spice to it. It's got some racism spice. The dialogue has some really weird, you wanna run that by me again? Kind of vibe to it, where you do a little double take because the traveler just literally said something really racist, and that's straight up the dialogue. 2 hours of side quest later. Like, so there's this sect of people. Oh my.
Renewed. The Furina talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Furina, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future.
Anyway, there's this group of people from Sumeru that are called the Irmites or the Iramites, and they were unfairly pushed out into the desert, from what I understand, by the people of Sumeru, because Sumeru was like, we don't like you. So they've been unfairly pushed out to the desert. Well, now the Eremites have come to Fontaine to spread their culture, and one of the dialogue options the traveler can say is, oh gosh, it's an Eremite invasion, which is a little spicy. Or another dialogue option, you're so well spoken for an Eremite. It's really bad. Really, really bad. And apparently this is an English localization problem. Yeah, the Traveler and Paimon a little bit racist against the Eremites. Apparently this is an English localization problem, and it's not very present in, the original Chinese and, like, other dubs. It's just the English translation that is suddenly like, you wanna run that by me again? You wanna run that by me again? People are saying that the source material was not near as harsh.
Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it.
I'm not gonna question that.
Skyship Winglet, Lunar Brain of the Fontaine Research Institute.
See, that's the thing, is I don't know what the source material could have said. People are like trying to compare it. And I think what people are saying the source material was like saying was like, instead of like, you're so well spoken for an Eremite, it was, you're so polite, I'm impressed, or something along those lines. Because apparently the Eremite you encounter is one that you've met before, and they've turned their life around, so they were committing crimes. They were committing petty crimes, and now they're in Fontaine promoting a new game that they invented or something, is what I understand. So it was supposed to be more like a, wow, I'm so happy to see that you've been able to, like, turn your life around, but instead, for some reason, we got, you're really well spoken for an Eremite, and you're like, holy shit! The Traveler and Paimon are just horrible.
The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr.
That's what I've been seeing on Twitter at the very least. There's several screenshots where you're just like,
Once overlooked hidden gem.
various disputes that have arisen on the account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute.
People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like an encouraging, like, wow, that's great that you've, like, turned around, but for some reason the localization team was like,
Classify him and his team.
racism. I don't know why the English localization made these choices. That's, like, the one that's the most prominent. There's several other encounters with, like, Eremites where you're just, as the Traveler, you're just like, wow! Holy shit! Yeah, it's really bad. I was like, wow, that's something. Hi, Charlotte.
Wow, Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
Paimon about to say a racial slur.
What do you think?
Paimon to the mushrooms.
The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down.
You mean you charge for the Steambird? I thought it was free. But yeah, that's this event unfortunately has a lot of
the value for these
dialogue.
big scopes lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people.
And then we'll charge them for a membership.
Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Probably not, actually.
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
I don't know.
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me.
Oh, God.
You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm
Charlotte.
sure I'll get to see that Duke.
You want to see Worcestershire sauce? Oh, sweetie, watch this.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
She's like, he can't resist my cute side boob window for long.
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress.
Poisson?
There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
Poisson. Let me pull up Charlotte. I got Yanfei. She's got this cute little vest. But she's not Charlotte. What? There she is. Enhance. Ma'am. Yeah, there you go. What kind of outfit is this? Are you not cold? She's a cryo user. Never mind. She's never cold. Wow! Can't wait to use her. The problem is I just have so many characters. Yeah, I can use her talent. The problem is I just have so many characters that I need to build. I'm still building Worcestershire sauce and Nervalette. And Furina! I summoned this guy and I never use him. She was free. I like her. I don't remember how I got this, but I have it. Oh, didn't need to do that. I want to use Yunjin more, but I haven't built her because it takes forever. I would like to use her though. Grandma. Cat. People we don't talk about. People I don't use because she's bad. Duck. Haven't used her. Boob. Governor. Maid. Shota. Boob. Best girl, but she gets a short stick! I loved her in the Tartaglia event, in like fucking... In Inazuma, when she was just randomly there for a rock festival, the rock festival got canceled, and then she was like, Tartaglia is my favorite man. She's a Tartaglia stan, so I understand her. She's cool as fuck. But I think for English, they gave her like a country accent, because she's supposed to be from like backwoods Liyue. I was like, why did that translate to country? Genshin has such limited design space for characters since they refuse to make an elemental system more than everything goes with everything. Match with pretty colors. To body slam everyone tonight. Also, when she runs around, her little drum talks. Like, you can hear her little drum beat. It's really cute. I love her! I just haven't finished building her. Because... farming. This thing. Dog. This lady. Whee! Eat that cake. You deserve it. Another thing. Worcestershire sauce. Dog. This is one of the people that got censored. Gosh. It made her boobs smaller and everything. Half pound of ass cheek. You prefer the booty for Rosaria? Yeah. Another dog! This guy that I spent all my primos on, and I deeply regret it.
Wait. Huh?
This lady, this guy. Look at all these people. God, there's so many. I have so many! Never been built, 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 never been built! But he's new, I just got him. Never been built, never been built, never been built, never been built, never been built. Never, never. Only because the game made me. Only because the game made me. I guess I leveled her up. Anyway, that's enough character stuff. I don't have Venti. I didn't pull for Venti. I didn't do that thing. I didn't do it. Poisson! Yeah. I know that's like 10 Aqueant Fates I could get. Only in... Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to get banned. I don't want to get banned. It's a gacha game, though. I understand why I'm not allowed to have every character I ever wanted. I also don't know if I want Venti because I have Kazuha. Whee! If that's a Fatui agent right there.
Navia!
Oh, I see the skins and stuff.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
I'm here to interview you, inconveniently. Yeah, they don't. Well, that's the thing is they add. Sometimes they add costumes and they're okay, but like, I didn't ask for some of them. I have a couple, but only if I got it for free.
Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snežević. He represents
Gesundheit.
in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely.
The Fatui are helping us. The Traveler and Paimon, who are now confirmed to be a racist.
That will have to
We don't like the Fatui here. They don't like the Fatui, they don't like the Eremites.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats.
This is a fanboy that would commit a crime in her name.
But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Also, this dude has a very young face, but gray hair. That's a side effect of using a delusion is rapid aging, I guess.
How are things? We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clarence?
Oh my god, Paimon, why wouldn't she be?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Furina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
And give me kisses on the cheek and maybe on the lips.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material.
We already ruled that Furina's not a god, so I wasn't that scared actually.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
Oh, I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Navia like winks. Wink. Ah.
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
Berry for sale. Paimon for sale.
Did Paimon look cute in it?
Paimon for sale. Do not want. Need good home. And then we just post it onto the local boards.
Your addition really helped the composition of the picture.
No, it didn't.
All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Paimon trade for Tartaglia. Paimon trade for Tartaglia. We just throw Paimon into the sea.
I'll be back here
Ask for
later
Tartaglia.
anyway, so, let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
what? Wait. Paimon's voice, like English voice actor? Their husband skips their dialogue?
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key.
Oh my god, it isn't new every day. I can't fucking stand it.
Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
Huge yeah, huge Karina. Oh god, that's so sad.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillet.
That was like 3 years ago? I'm sure he still doesn't listen.
That's a very complete information chain.
He's like, do you mind if I steal it?
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Wriothesley will make a personal appearance.
That is before Paimon got really worse. That was like when the game first came out and Paimon was like,
in which case,
my name's Paimon! And now we're at, my name's Paimon! And she like has this shrill trio.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Okay. Do we go talk to barbecue spare ribs Worcestershire sauce now? Skipping voice lines for the starting quest too. Damn, nothing. Nothing. Ain't nothing worth as Worcestershire sauce.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real
Shut up,
nostalgic feeling to
Paimon.
this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
This man wears thigh highs unironically, and I respect it.
Did you come all the way to the entrance?
I don't know what he's wearing thigh highs for except for meetings with Nervilette in his office.
Of course.
Look at
I'm here
those.
to welcome you.
He's got thigh highs with knee pads. What is that for?
Recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
What? Why you at me?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Oh man. Suddenly have like an itch. Watch it live. This man looks depressed. That woman looks depressed.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
Yes. What is it? What is this?
So, I am the voice of Paimon in Genshin Impact, and
Ah.
my boyfriend doesn't necessarily play every video game that I voice in, because then he would literally have no time, but he does play Genshin Impact. And then I discovered the other day, this motherfucker right here speeds through my frickin' lines. Why do you do that, Eddie? Why do you speed through my lines, Eddie?
Because I hear you speak every day.
Okay, that checks out.
Ich. Ich. Wait a minute. Hang on a mo. Is Karina's X account suspended? There's a reply down here because I was looking at all like the responses that are like just a little bit kiss up to the Paimon voice actor. And there's a post from a suspended account that says you did such a great job as Paimon, implying that Karina replied to this account. But the account is suspended. Probably because they led that hate campaign a couple years back and people weren't pleased with that. Probably why they don't have an X account no more.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier, hmm?
You didn't miss much.
Don't say things like that.
I hate this woman, proceeds to kiss her.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you, then?
They're just making out, and Worcestershire Sauce is just standing there like, wow, right in front of my prisoners.
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
I broke it.
Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
Paimon, don't give it away.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
It broke after we used it once.
Really? Well then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this...
Worcestershire Sauce is like, I do not want to be interviewed at all. I have a traumatic history / childhood. I don't feel like talking to the press.
Did you really have to use the word couple?
We hate each other!
Well, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Childhood.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here.
Yeah, how do I do the side quest so I can buy the stuff from the commissary?
Oh, seems like everyone's here.
Slug!
Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Childhood. Yeah, when I mess up the words.
Ah, Siegeween.
Slug. Slug my balls.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse?
Bless me.
Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
She just pulls out her gun. Echo.
Sure. Do I have to smile?
My lack of empathy makes it difficult for me to smile.
Yeah, Siegeween is very cute, and she has a gun.
So, how have things been at the fort?
She literally tranked somebody with a gun a couple of segments ago. Somebody tried to assault Worcestershire Sauce, and she just shot them in the back of the neck with a gun. And she was like, wow, that could have been disastrous.
Same old, as you can see.
There she be doing stuff.
Changes.
She also...
This place is still more or less the same.
I also find her a little bit relatable, because sometimes I find that I'm not the most empathetic person. And she's like, I don't understand human emotions at all. Fuck empathy.
Other than that flying
She's like, you don't like eating my purple tentacle meal that I made you because you're tired? Rude.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss
She
Levine?
waved.
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
Not that you would want to be featured on the front page with on your knees in Neverlette's office like you do every Saturday. Did I say that out loud?
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
I feel so bad for this guy. I feel so bad. When I look at him, I gaze upon him, all I see is lewdness. This man's outfit, this man's demeanor, his big thigh-high boots, it's too late for him. He's lewd.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He's fucking dead.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
You helped a Harbinger escape? Oh shit, that's life.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
Nope, I still have my weekly meetings on Saturdays where I get to be a good little boy and bark.
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Furina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
I like staying down here in my little office where I drink tea all day and talk to the slug.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
Bye.
There'll be a next time?
She's gonna keep bothering you until she gets an interview or she snaps a photo of you doing something horrible and she tells the press.
Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then.
He's like, please stop coming into my house. I'm tired.
All right.
Welcome in.
The docks.
Oh my lord.
Oh, you know, I'd love to see you in one of Charlotte's photo shoots one day.
I'd cut it out and then make a little shrine.
Is that really necessary? Our line of work doesn't really require much photographing.
It's precisely because we don't need the picture that they'll have value as keepsakes. You don't really look all that opposed to the idea, you know.
Maybe I'm just happy that I managed to once again avoid the spotlight. I think this interview went well either way.
Yes, you successfully kept prying eyes away by using Mr. Jurrier and Miss Lorvine as shields. Very good.
Welcome
You should
in.
be
How was
happy
the
for them.
awards?
They have a bright future ahead of them.
Alright. Anybody else see what's like at perfect height or it's a pretty decent height going on, except for the fact that the lollies in this game have weirdly bulbous heads. And I don't know why they do that. Perfect height for things. Anyway. They just give the lollies really like bulbous heads compared to like the adult looking counterparts. Well, Siegeween is probably gonna be playable. Yeah, they do wear bloomers. She's wearing shorts actually. She's wearing cute little pumpkin shorts. Anyway, I'll let you two get back to staring at each other. Where are the side quests for this thing? I want the side quests for this stupid area so I can buy the stuff in the commissary. I don't have the fake money. I don't have the fake money to buy this stuff. Yeah, like this. I don't have the fake money to buy Trout Amadine. I don't have the fake money to buy barbecue spare rib. I don't have the money for this. I don't have the money for this. I don't have the money for any of this shit. That looks good. I have chocolate pudding downstairs in the fridge. Yeah, they're probably trying to make him look cuter by giving him big ol' eyes. Oh man, Honkai won something. Man, I'm surprised.
Grab yourself a welfare meal.
I'm surprised Genshin didn't win anything with how people lose their mind over this game.
No time to lose.
I have to try and find like the Fortress of Meripede side quests that are called like Stories of the Fortress.
No time to lose.
And I don't know where to start them, and they don't show up on the map from what I can understand. I would like to start the Fortress of Meripede side quests, so that way I can fucking buy stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, Timmy's got like a really small head, and then Diona's got like a big head.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more friends?
I have to do several
To be
world
honest,
quests,
that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Sorry. Oh!
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine.
Double raid!
In the
Hello!
future, I think we can leave underwater
Welcome
escape
in!
magic to him too.
Kazum and Kipachi, welcome in! Double raid! Hello!
Escape underwater?
We're doing Genshin shenanigans. We just finished.
Oh, it'll work out.
Well, we're finishing
Every journey begins with
the
the first
Genshin
step.
Impact story
You'll
to
become a
catch
part
up
of our show
before
eventually.
they announce all the stuff for point 4.3.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a
Welcome
picture.
in, no. Thank you for the raid. How was everybody's
Charlotte is
streams? What
rather
were you doing?
perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had
We
something
got
to
a
say.
woo raid and a captain's raid. What were y'all
So,
playing tonight?
How have things been, Traveler?
Y'all were playing Phasmo? Hell yeah.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
Baby daddy.
We were more than happy to help. So, what's
No, B! Not B.
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well...
What are we talking about?
After Lady Furina left, Father and Monsieur Nervilette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Damn. Alright, so...
a diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes.
I think we've already
was quite
established that
surprised at first
Fatui just
myself.
need them to really mess up
When I
heaven
thought it
and
over,
the
there were
celestial
actually a
principles.
number of things
That's
going for
fine.
it.
That's great.
It could have been
I just
done
don't
as an
like how
apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks
Lord
for his help in
Child.
tying the all-devouring narwhal down.
I think it's pronounced Chaldea, but anyway. So, I will forever be the biggest Fatui defender on this planet. Every time the Traveler and Paimon badmouth a Fatui, and they're like, gosh, they're so evil, they keep trying to steal the Gnosis. The only ones that they try to steal are Ventis, and that's because Venti's a little shit. Everyone else they've borrowed and traded and Izuma's got stolen by Scaramouche. That was a problem, but they were gonna get it diplomatically. Sumeru's? It was given away as a trade deal. I don't remember all the details, but Nahida was like, you can have it, so long as you promise never step foot in my fucking country again. And then this one, it's a diplomatic gift. The only one that was taken through violence was Venti's, because Venti's a little shit. Each other on Genshin? I think we do. I think we might have friended each other on Genshin. Yeah, Lenny, when are you going back to prison to serve your sentence?
Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Yeah, Senora was doing things not the nice way. Senora's the only harbinger. Well, Scaramouche also counts because he's a little shit. But he's somehow a redeemable little shit. Senora was the only harbinger that got really fucked up and died. Everyone else is alive. And 2 of them have been summonable. She is the worst because she died so fast. She talked a big game and then she got killed really quick. Oh my gosh.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
Okay, well, I don't care. I also have this theory.
For this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I also have this theory. Like you're unable to battle. I have this theory that the Gnosis that Venti... Yeah, she was talking shit and then I blew her fucking legs. She died really fast. I was like, wow. Senora's talking big game, and then she immediately died. And I was like, huh. Well, I guess. I have this theory, though, that Venti didn't actually give over the Gnosis, or this Gnosis wasn't properly stolen. Because we saw in the beginning that Venti was able to make these fake objects that were very lifelike because Barbara didn't even notice that the lyre had been broken, so long as nobody focused on it too much. And then there was the bit when we saved Dvalin where Venti returned something to Dvalin. We don't know what he returned because it's never brought up again. I'm pretty sure that since we've established that Neuvillette is the Hydro-Dragon Sovereign and his authority was returned to him via Archon Death, I'm pretty sure that Venti returned the Animo Dragon Sovereign's authority and then created a fake Gnosis that Senora stole, and it's gonna become a major plot point. That the Gnosis was not actually returned to Snezhnaya, and that Venti was able to dupe Senora because she was like too much of in a hurry.
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Okay.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that.
I have to do so many world quests just to unlock the Fortress of Meripede side quests. I'm a little, oh, wow.
But back to the topic. The Gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
I don't know where he is. I'd love to know where he is. What am I doing this Saturday? I'm gonna play Iron Lung, start to finish, because I promised I would. And then we'll probably take a little break where we'll just sit and chat, maybe watch some stuff. And then I think around 8 or so, I'm gonna try and play some games with friends, whether it's golf or Lethal Company. It's gonna be like a standard stream length. I'm not gonna stay up super late.
Recover from his wounds. I hear
It's
that
the
recent
birthday
disaster
anniversary
really did a
300
number on
Twitch
his
stream! They say he's returned to Snyder, covers ruins. I hear that recent disaster afflicted Amara's health. My goodness. I want to give him a little kiss. No, we'll probably do more Annie and Lele next week.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
I really don't like how they really like shove it in your face that the Fatui is the bad guy when there's a clearly bigger bad guy. I don't know who that is. Your disappointment is immeasurable. I'm not sure I know who that is, Kenpachi.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Yes.
Father!
Papa!
Well, well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do
If another Harbinger was to be summonable, I would want it to be her so that way her Bayonetta heals could hurt me. I heard about that.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
Yes!
That is our duty as Harbingers, yes.
Paimon, it's very obvious. I don't think I've met them. So probably not. I'm just doing my own celebration stream thingy on Saturday. Because I wasn't able to do the anniversary on time because I didn't plan it well. And my birthday is this week. So I was like, we'll just lump them together. And then I hit 300 on Twitch and I was like, never mind, we'll just do all three. Triple header.
Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Gosh. I swear, if the traveler was actually logical, I'd have no issues with this woman. I'd be like, wow, you in your fancy suit with your Bayonetta heels? I'm fine with working with that. What crimes? I don't know what the Fatui are doing that's illegal. Just don't put those boots on me yet.
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever?
I like her voice. That's the voice I figured. I feel they should have given a voice similar to hers to Skirk because Skirk sounds weird. No, I'm not gonna do a 1 hour solo run. No. Iron Lung is what I'm gonna do for a solo run. I promised that I would play Iron Lung for Spooky Month, and then my Spooky Month got derailed by some IRL stuff. So I'm gonna play Iron Lung, which will probably take about an hour and a half, depending on if I'm smart or not. And then we'll probably take a little break, and I might watch some, like, spooky stuff. I don't know why my anniversary birthday 300 followers celebration stream is so spooky themed. Probably because I didn't get to fully enjoy Halloween. Yeah, Dodore doesn't seem playable if you look at him. He's got, I don't know, if they make Dodore playable, they have to somehow figure out a way to make him a forgivable character. Like, they figured out how to do it with Scaramouche by having him be erased from the Earsmill tree. And then he was able to be reborn and live his life the way he wants it. And none of the atrocities he had committed occurred.
To be great partners.
Sort of. Dodore, from how it sounds, has committed many atrocities, and I don't know how they could try and excuse those atrocities. Childe maybe committed a little atrocity here and there, but not as many as what it appears Dodore has. Dodore is just like, what if we tortured people? For fun! You stealed stuff on your Wajo keyboard? No! And his past life model was just generic. I know! I saw that and I was like, wow! Delicious. So glad.
A vision. All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for me.
She's gonna pelt him in the face with it. She's gonna be like, you gave your vision to some stranger? Smack.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss
Gay panic.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject.
Charlotte having a gay panic moment.
However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
She's like, praise my children. Anyway, I'm going back to Snezhnaya on my fancy boat. Bye!
I will.
She's like, Mommy needs some mimosas and alone time. Bye!
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. Oh, I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they refer to her as father. She's like, Papa needs some mimosas and alone time. Do not disturb.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews.
Yep.
Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
I'm not even gonna get to do side quests today.
Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
What does it do? Is it good? Is it bad?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic
I
pockets.
regret not pulling for Lenny just because he's good for farming.
What do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now.
I hope they rerun him soon. They reran Baizu within like 8 months of his initial release, so I'm hoping they do a Lenny rerun soon, so that way I can be like, oh, thank God, my farming needs satisfied.
I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now.
Okay, bye.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte, huh? Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat.
Please stop talking, Paimon. Just stop talking. I really don't like it. So I have to do like 3 or 4 world quests in order to unlock the Fortress of Meripia world quest. I'm probably just gonna do that in my own pace off stream. Miserable. Okay, he's not inside the building.
Tidal wave.
Oops. Put those away, sir. He's already been to jail once. He doesn't need to go to jail again.
No time to lose.
Ah!
Ooh, he really is there!
Jeez Louise! I didn't expect him to wrench the camera away from me. Where's all that water going? What you doing?
So, you really are here, Neverlette. I didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Uh-huh.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
I feel like this is gonna be long, so I'm just gonna lean back.
I'm glad that you remembered.
Autoplay, lean back,
You
proceed.
being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Whoa. So that's what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign!
Thanks, Paimon.
But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element.
Okay.
Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet.
Okay.
In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Okay.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the
Yeah, this guy's voiced by a different voice actor, though.
saving everyone.
He's like voiced by a Fire Emblem voice actor, I think.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill
Yep.
your...
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability.
Okay.
As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Yes.
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
I'm suddenly very uncomfortable with where this is going.
All the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, it seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I have several questions. Are you telling me? I have several questions. What the fuck does that mean, Nervalet? Are you telling me that they come to the fountain and be like, damn, I wish we could have a baby? And then an Oceanid would hear it and be like, oh, rubs little fins together? What does that imply? Are they not giving birth? Are they just like, wow, somehow we have a baby in our house now? What? Oh, that doesn't answer any questions.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Furina has already left. What's that all about?
She's dead.
Ah, Lady Furina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened
She got
nor
trauma.
comforted. She simply said that
It's like Pokemon eggs. The French don't know where babies
Having
come
said that, she
from.
then packed her things
The
and
rest of
moved out the
Teyvat being like,
not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
nope, she's homeless.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal.
The rest of Teyvat being like, what do you mean?
What do you
mean? You don't know where babies come from. You have a fucking child.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
Oh, death sentences for everybody.
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Okay.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person.
Okay.
Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Interesting.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Where you will spread more of your racist rhetoric.
As a travel guide.
Since you have so many problems with the Ermites.
I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
Gods, no!
I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you. The Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
Shut up, Paimon!
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Nice.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth
I
as I
want to
know.
go home now.
Hang on a sec. Paimon still got a question about Gnosis.
No, you don't.
When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Oh shit, oh shit. Welcome in, R6.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, alright, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Excuse me?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate
sniffing the
with humans.
Frenchman from 12 feet away.
Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
Too much drama.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
Does that mean she just regularly fucking talks to him?
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender?
It's Tartaglia. Chalde.
Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
I don't fucking
All
know,
the same, assuming that
Paimon.
there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
I guess it's his mommy now.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element-compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
Are you telling me that the third descender just got chopped up into bits?
Does your body also possess similar properties?
If we chopped you up into bits, could we use it?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. Comparing the Traveler to the dead, that's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
We saw him for like a split second. The lady yeeted him into a hole because she was done with him. She sucked him good and then threw him in the hole, I
I
guess.
suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
Okay,
Life
that's weird.
flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain
That's your
falls
relationship
fairly upon
goals.
all. And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
I don't know, man. I just want my free stuff and to be able to do world quests. I just want my free stuff. I'm fully caught up on the story quests. Hooray! I'm not even gonna bother with trying to figure out the... I'm not even gonna bother to try and figure out the fucking side quest hullabaloo today. I'm too tired. That would have been nice of Mihoyo to give us like an actual map change that felt tangible, like having to run around in the flooded fontaine. But God, why would they do that when they can just show us and then not let us play in it? Why would they try to be creative? They already print money. Oh man. They already just print money. I'm pretty tired. Here's your options for raids. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, Cyberpunk 2077, or A Date with Death. Yeah. Genshin gets critiqued a lot, but sometimes they deserve it, like not letting me have a text log. Or being able to rewatch cutscenes, because I'm pretty sure that there's some weird dialogue stuff going on. A Date with Death reminds you of The Sims. I mean, I guess I can pick that one. If there are no contestings, I'll just pick that one. Oh, I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying now. You know what? Let's just do Grand Theft. Let's just do Grand Theft. I'm just gonna pick randomly. Grand Theft Auto. Let's go. I'm pretty tired all of a sudden. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I am pretty dang tired all of a sudden. The spirit has left me. That's a nice life hack. Pretend I have no free will and I have to because my Sims master will click on me till I do them. Oh man. Thank you for sticking around while we did the Genshin Impact story quest! Yay! I probably won't play Genshin for a while because there's not a lot of point. For your good sim, Jesus Christ. Because there's no story for me to do, so I'm probably just going to be playing side quests to try and unlock the Maripede dollars, and then farming. So I probably won't play Genshin for a while, so you're free from Genshin's clutches for now. Anyway, good night everybody! I hope to see you Saturday! Bye-bye!
샛별 샛별